80% of managers set goals, but only 14% of people do. Fortunately, D365 makes it easy and is engineered to empower your organization's goals. My name is Griffin Lickfeld and welcome to the Citizen Developer channel. Let's talk about absolutely everything you need to know on how to implement goals into D365 Sales in less than 5 minutes. Goals in Dynamics 365 Sales are a powerful feature designed to help businesses and sales teams set, track, and achieve their objectives. Goals in D365 can be created for various purposes such as revenue targets, number of closed deals, or customer acquisition. They can be set at different levels, including for a specific individual, for a team as a whole, or for your entire organization. Here's another stat for you. 76% of companies use cascading goals, and thankfully, goals in D365 can have a hierarchy, meaning that users can break down goals into much more manageable tasks. For example, say you have a sales rep and your goal for them is to sell 10 widgets a day. This sales rep's on the Northeast region sales team, and there are 5 other sales reps, and they each have the same goal, to sell 10 widgets. You can set an individual goal for each person to sell 10, and then also set a team goal for the whole team to sell 50. This way you can track individual and team success. This then could eventually roll up to the entire sales force across the entire nation. Goals in Dynamics can begin to feel overwhelming, especially if you're just reading from the docs, but I'm gonna break it down into 3 main components. The first being the goals details, the second being the goals time period, and then the trickiest is the goals metrics. The goal details are going to be your goal's name, the owner of the goal, which is the person who's ultimately responsible for achieving the goal. You can set a manager for the goal, which is the person in charge of managing the goal, as well as the goal hierarchy. Now, the goal time period, this is the specific time frame allotted for the goal to be completed. This to me is fairly self-explanatory, and out of the box, the goals form is going to have a separate tab for setting the time period. Before we talk about goal metrics, there's one major thing you need to know. If you're going to use a parent-child relationship, the child goal will inherit the parent's time period and goal metric. Lastly, goal metrics are the quantifiable information that your goal is actually measuring. An example may be the number of products sold by a sales team. This goal metric may count all of the widgets sold on closed as one opportunities in the system. Or a revenue metric may sum all of the actual revenue from those closed opportunities. Goal metrics are simply the thing that the goal is measuring. There are 2 types. You can either count or sum the roll-up that the metric is measuring in what's called the metric type, and goal metrics are actually a separate entity from the goals entity. They are related to goals in a one-to-many, so goals can have only one goal metric, but one goal metric can have many goals. This just means that if you have a goal metric, it can be used by multiple goals, but one goal can only have one metric. Goal metrics can calculate and track the goal's progress by using a series of roll-ups that are outlined on this tab here. There are several roll-ups that companies can use. There are some out of the box, and then you can even create custom ones. These roll-ups are what technically defines the field that the metric is going to measure, and these can be used for both target metrics and the actual measures for a goal. But what business value does using goals in D365 Sales actually have? I'm not going to waste a single second talking about how goals boost sales or productivity, but what I am going to say is if you are using D365 and you are not utilizing goals, you are missing out. They offer so much control and flexibility, and they create a ton of team buy-in. The out-of-the-box analytics can make goals in CRM so valuable. You can create custom dashboards in order to track the goals' progress for your sales managers, or add a chart to the sales representative's daily dashboard that measure a specific personal goal for their sales. So how do you implement this? If you have a sales enterprise or a sales professional license, you can begin implementing and using D365 goals today. If your organization is using out-of-the-box security rules, you will need at least the sales manager privileges or higher in order to create or edit goals and goal metrics. In order to implement the goals, you can actually go to the Sales Hub app and then go down to the bottom left and select the app settings area. This is going to give you way more control than creating apps in the default area, and I'd recommend checking the settings for your org here. Then go ahead and create your goal metrics and the roll-up records. Then create and outline your parent goals in the hierarchy. Then define all of your child goals. Whew, there you go. We are under time. To all of my Power Platform devs watching, goals are a fundamental aspect to the sales curriculum, so you're going to want to make sure you truly understand them. If you are watching this to learn more about Dynamics, or you're potentially studying for the MB210, let me tell you exactly how to pass it. Not in this video, but fortunately this video is going to tell you everything you need to know. I am fortunate enough to have passed plenty of Microsoft certifications, and this is my fail-proof way to pass every single one. Thank you guys for sticking to the end of the video. My name is Griffin Lickfelt, and I'm excited to connect with you guys in the next one.